what was your favourite song in the Wicked live production compared to, like, what, like, do you think they did a song better than... What was that?
No, I
Did
don't
you
think that.
sneeze?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard, like, a background sneeze.
No.
Like, you muted, but it still kind of picked up a little bit.
Really
You
needed
don't...
to say bless you.
Yeah, I needed to
I
give you
can't
the
miss
blessing.
this.
Yeah,
I
come
think
on, songs.
I think most of the songs were better in the movie, but I think that's just for like the purposes of the fact that it's like I don't know, when they made it, like it's all perfect.
Yeah, the production.
The production of it, yeah, it's all like on the right level. So
Yeah, everything was kind of elevated because we went to, where did we go to watch it? We went to
New York
um
City.
yeah, sure, that sounds believable. We went. Oh, also, just quick, like real quick.
Yeah.
We wasted our time and money going to go see fucking Stranger Things: The First Shadow live on Broadway since they're
Mostly our
doing the
time
recording of
because
that.
it took so long to get
Yeah,
there.
mostly the time. But yeah, I'm sure that, you know, in like fucking 6 or 7 months' time when they finally record and release that, we'll talk about it again
I'm
in
so
full
glad that
HD.
they are. I'm like actually really excited about that.
It's some of the best news that I've had so far this year. We're only 2 months in. It's wonderful.
They're gonna
There's so many
resurge,
possibilities.
like revive the Stranger
If
Things
only it,
fandom with that, I think.
or anger it even more because it's
Yeah.
so much better than everything that comes after it. Like season 5, it should have come out
Yeah.
between 4 and 5.
You know, whenever you reanimate something, it never comes back the same.
Exactly.
It's gonna
Which,
get fucked up
except unless it's Wicked, because I think we
unless it's
both
wicked.
preferred the film version of Wicked.
Yeah, I feel bad about it because usually I'm like, I don't know, I'm super like ready to die for the live performances, but I don't know. This one was just it came across better in the movie with the two parts. They had more time to like flesh out the characters. I understand with a musical it's like song to song to song to song. Like you're not really doing a lot of like in between stuff.
Yeah.
Just like only enough to get you to the next song.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
it makes sense, but and the people who did perform were fantastic. So
I gotta say, it helps that, like, by default, Wicked has brilliant songs in it, so,
yeah.
you know, it was still entertaining and stuff. I thought, like, obviously all the sets and everything were cool, the way that, like, it was all clockwork and, you know, the costumes and all that sort of stuff was really cool.
Yeah.
I think
I
both of
liked
us disliked Fiero.
I liked the relationship between Glinda and Elphaba a lot in the play. A little bit
Oh, yeah.
more. I don't know. But it also it felt like Glinda was more mean in the play at the same time.
I never realized that they do the whole, like, the hat dance, the Ozdust hat dance
Yeah,
thing.
that was so much more awkward.
Yeah, they
It
play.
was
That was something that I think we noticed quite consistently, was that, like, a lot of dramatic emotional moments in the films were played off more for, like, awkward laughs in the play,
yeah.
which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
What was like your like takeaway moment? What was like your favorite bit?
Um it was honestly like I felt like the way they did Elphaba's
You're like,
powers
I
was pretty
hated
cool.
all of it.
I didn't hate all of it. It's just it's been a minute since we watched it, so I'm trying to like go
Yeah, it
back
has.
there.
We
And
watched
so
it
I'm
like on a
like,
whim as well. It was like, oh, let's do this.
yeah.
Let's go to New York.
I don't know. It really like I liked I didn't really like much more about it. Like I felt like the movies did such a better like all the characters I liked were better in the movie and then like
I mean, that's fine.
I
You can
don't
prefer the
know.
movie over the... Well, there's going to be, like, a certain portion of people that think that you're like Judas, but
But good for them.
there's a portion of people that are going to be fine with it. I mean,
Yeah.
I do agree that I think that the films are a lot better.
I think the second act was easier to get through than a second movie.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I was like, oh, okay, we just gotta
But I
go
think it's
through
like...
another
It's proof that,
version.
like, the first Wicked film is, like, such a good adaptation and it is so good. But it makes sense that, like, you can't really do Defying Gravity in the film and then, like, just move on to the next part of the film.
Right.
Like, it's the perfect bookend. And I remember, like, when I first went to go see it, one of the people that I went with, because I went with school, they were like, when we got to the interval, they were like, oh, like, that's it. Are we going now? And it's like, no, like, that's not the end of the story.
That's hilarious.
Like, it could be the end of the story, but it's not. We've got, like, another hour and a half to
Oh,
watch.
thank God it's over. Wait, what? It's only
Yeah, pretty much.
That's terrible.
But I think Defying Gravity is always really impressive live.
Yeah, definitely.
The way that they do the effects and stuff with the cape and whatever.
Yeah. Defying Gravity is one of the most, like, vocally impressive songs
Yeah.
in the whole thing.
And I'm always a sucker for No Good Deed. That's
yeah,
like my personal favourite. But I do, again, I prefer I think the film version's better. I like her being in the castle with all the flying monkeys everywhere and, you know, she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
And then on the stage, she's just kind of stood there surrounded by smoke.
You know what I did, actually, you reminded me with the flying monkeys. One thing I thought was cool that the play did that the movie didn't was, like, the actual humanoid animals. It made, like, the silencing of the animals so much more, I don't know, scary and, like, horrifying.
Because of the whole, like, allegory for it being, like, racism.
Yeah. And it
makes you realize it a lot more.
Yeah, it's just, it's horrible. But,
Okay, so moving on.
But in the
Ryan
movie,
hated
like,
Wicked.
they're all, like, CGI fucking animals.
Yeah.
And you just, I don't know, it makes you, I guess it's fucked up to be like, it makes you kind of agree more. But it's still horrible what they're doing.
How did
They
you feel
just
about the
look
Dorothy
ridiculous.
stuff?
Oh, I don't even really remember a lot of the Dorothy stuff, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, you mostly just see... So, initially, like, Glinda just mentions her name like she does in the film, like, leaving to go down the road.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then on the play, they pull, like, the curtain across, and you see the silhouettes of the melting.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's very similar to how the movie does it with, like, the shadows on the walls and stuff. So it's very,
Yeah.
very similar. But I remember when we were watching it, you were like, oh, that's interesting.
It was because they were, like, behind something to, like, show their shadows, right? Or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, that was cool.
I was pissed when I first watched it. I was like, no, show me Dorothy. Like, why aren't we showing her? Just fucking show her. Which it does baffle me, like, why... I don't know. It's just a comment on Wicked in general, I guess. Like, both the films and the play. It's just baffling why they don't show her.
It is weird for the play not to just at least have. But if it's such a short scene, I don't know.
It's such an important moment, though.
But she's not, I don't know, she's not the important one of the group in Wicked. Like, she's just
No.
there as the end cause of her death. It's not like her story is that important when it comes to the story of Wicked, because that's all about Oz and the Ozians and everything. So I feel like focusing too much on Dorothy and what she's got going on kind of takes away from that.
I thought, like, and it's the benefit of it being a movie, because you can obviously, like, edit and show in real time different scenes and stuff, but I thought the reveal towards the end of the wizard being her dad,
Where'd you go?
I thought that was, like, better done in the
Aw,
film.
damn it, it's me.
because they can immediately just show you that scene from the first film as soon as the reveal happens.
Damn
and it's
it.
like,
Hang on.
your wheels are turning. You're like, oh, okay, I remember. Whereas in the play, it's kind of just like a bookend. Like, boom, here's the reveal. On to the next thing.
Yeah,
We're gonna get so much hate for this.
Knowing it now going into the play, it was a little bit easier to pick up on. But I don't know if I had just watched the play. It might have been like the movie where I didn't. But I mean, they had that whole point where they basically tell you.
Yeah.
I wanted a child thing, but then when he got his actual child, that I felt like they did a better job in the play.
There was I think it was the Wonderful Performance, which is the Wizard song in the second act. In the film, they did such an amazing job of that sequence, and then like watching it live, I was like, oh, this is so much more toned down and like
not green screened and
yeah,
there's no magic happening.
Yeah. A lot of it was physical sets that they built. You gotta give them some credit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel
the
like
bubble was interesting. Like
it's
metal.
like the pendulum of the clock.
Yeah, that was cool.
Because the whole thing is meant to be like being retold in like a steampunky puppet show kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's in a clock.
Which that definitely came across with the play more.
Yeah. It's sock time.
That scares me.
It's sock time. I need to go get my socks.
Oh, okay.
What have we been reading? Oh,
I have been reading comic books more than I usually do, so I'm proud of myself.
Whoa!
I finally finished something.
Yes, you did. Before we talk about yours, because yours is quite heavy.
Yeah.
And like we gotta do a lot of recapping.
What have you been reading?
Yes,
I've seen what you've been reading.
My not Avengers. I said last time I'd finished Avengers versus X-Men. Well, I'm reading the Bendis All New X-Men and then Uncanny X-Men. And the series, very much like Avengers and New Avengers, goes back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting that like two of Marvel's most prolific and famous writers, Bendis and Hickman, are both doing like, one's doing Avengers and one's doing X-Men. And they're like the biggest like corners of Marvel.
Yeah. And
they're both doing it in the same way.
Does it run at the same time as like these New Avengers comics, or is it a different era?
No, it is. It's taking place around the same time. So like Avengers versus X-Men happens, and then like right after that the New Avengers run starts, and then your X-Men runs start. But it explains like why Professor X is no longer part of the Illuminati, like what he's up to. And it's like I already have more context for like why Cyclops is at that ice base in the middle of fucking nowhere, for example. It's catching you up with what the fuck they've got going on, because there's a lot going on. And not to like, I'm not going to delve into spoilers, because I definitely think that you should read it.
I'm probably gonna.
I think you're going to really enjoy it. But essentially, it's like, this is the first time since House of M that like some new X-Men are starting to pop up. And everybody is torn after the events of Avengers versus X-Men, and it's kind of like a X-Men Civil War going on. And it's like the regular X-Men led by Kitty Pryde and like the Charles Xavier School are doing their thing, and Beast is being a bit of a I don't want to say deviant because it sounds sexual, but he's being a bit of a miscreant and doing things that he probably shouldn't do to try and fix the situation that everybody's in. And meanwhile, Cyclops is kind of off doing his thing, because of certain events. And he's kind of got like a school going on.
Oh wow, he's got his own
So,
school.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. And I don't know, I'm like 10 issues into the all new X-Men run, and then the Uncanny X-Men run starts at one point, and like Mystique is playing quite a big role because she's leading the current Brotherhood of Mutants. So there's like some stuff going on with her. We've got some time travel stuff going on, which is really fun.
I love time
There's
travel X-Men stuff.
there's some really good humor in it as well. Like do you know, like in the Young Avengers run from like 2013, that second Young Avengers run with the nice art in it,
Yeah.
where they'll have like a full page where they're just bantering and going back and forth and like talking about pop culture references and stuff.
Yeah.
This run does something very, very similar, where you'll just get like a full page of like Kitty Pryde talking to Iceman, and they're just doing like a commentary on the situation that we've got going on and just being really sarcastic about it. It's just great. It's really, really fucking funny. They're short issues. They're like 20 pages each. And yeah, it's just been really fun so far. We've got some Shield debacle going on with Maria Hill. And yeah, I'm like a quarter of the way through one run, and then like 5 issues into another 40-issue run. We've got a lot of X-Men.
Yeah, that's like you don't realize it until you start it. It's such a big corner of the Marvel universe. There's so many mutants. And yeah, that's a big point in time for them. I think one of the X-Men runs I read might have been in the same era, but it was New York X-Men, and it was just this small group of like basically like if the X-Men had like a Young Avengers team, it was just young mutants doing their own thing, which Miss Marvel was on that team actually, and Wolverine, Laura Kinney. So that was a fun little.
Oh, is that Nyx?
Yeah, it's New York X. But NYX,
that definitely takes place a decade after this, but
it does?
Yeah.
Dang.
But you were close, it's fine. I don't even know if Miss Marvel had made a comic book debut at this point yet. I'm gonna have a look. See get some trivia going. I want to guess 2013.
Sometimes I think that like the 2010s were closer than they are.
Yeah, same. She debuted in February 2014.
Okay.
But
she definitely wasn't a mutant.
No.
At that point, she was still just an Inhuman.
Back when Marvel still liked the Inhumans.
Yeah.
The poor Inhumans.
They've given up on the Inhumans.
No, the Inhumans are back now.
Are they really?
They just came back.
Is it going well for them?
I mean, the return okay, I can't, because I know that you're gonna read Imperial at some point. I'll just say that something happens there, and it is cool. It's very fucking cool, but I don't know if there's like a new Inhumans run. I'm gonna Google it now, just to see. Because Jonathan Hickman definitely set some stuff up. But then I know that there's like a massive event happening this year for Marvel. Like it's meant to be huge, and it's like right after Ultimate Endgame. I can't remember what the event's called. What year are we in? 2026. Armageddon Assembles in June 2026. It's by Chip Zdarsky, who does a lot of Captain America, a lot of Daredevil. Witness the Origin of the End.
Ooh. Ominous.
Yeah. I'm seeing if there was like a fucking... I was hoping there was like a synopsis or something, but there isn't really. The event that redefined the team for the 21st... Oh, no. Oh. Okay, changing the face of Earth's mightiest heroes in a way not seen since Avengers Disassembled. And we all like some Avengers Disassembled. Upcoming storyline, in Zdarsky's and Valero Schitzel's Captain America run, as well as recent developments in the Ultimate Universe, specifically Miles Morales returning home with Origin boxes. Yeah, that's the thing. Miles Morales is like jumping around universes with these boxes.
Incredible. That's exciting for him.
So I'm excited for when I finally get around to this decade when it comes to my reading order. Still stuck in the 2010s, but what have you been reading?
I've also been stuck in the 2010s.
It's a dark time for us all.
I just finished Time Runs Out. Right in time for Doomsday. Not really. Doomsday still isn't coming out for another, like, what? 10 months.
Yeah, but, you know, you did it.
It's making more sense to me why Doom is important to this story.
That's good.
It's really, yeah, it's coming together.
Because Marvel
for me.
haven't really, the MCU haven't put any effort in whatsoever.
No, not at all. But I'm nervous for RDJ's portrayal of Doom. Last time I was like 5 months in.
Oh yes, I remember.
5 months till Time runs out. Now I'm like, it's
run out.
Yeah, it's time to run the fuck out.
It is gone.
And I didn't expect it to escalate so fast, because at 5 months we were still like figuring out what the fuck the problem was.
Yeah.
Like, and I finally know some of like the crazy characters that I've been hearing about.
Yeah, clarification, spoilers for anybody that's not read Time Runs Out, because we are going to talk about everything that Ryan can remember.
Which is going to be sporadic, so...
I have the wiki up to jog my memory.
But, like, I'm still getting a full grasp on what the Beyonders are, and, like, how...
Okay.
I understand that they're beyond the multiverse, whatever the fuck that means. But
yeah, they're like a higher echelon of alien species.
Just higher beings.
Yeah,
now,
they've decided the end is nigh.
Is the Watcher a Beyonder, or am I like...
No, they're completely different.
They're completely different, but also
Watchers,
beyond the multiverse.
I believe
if you can believe
Watchers
it.
are even higher. But
okay. And then what were those big like thing that the multiverse made, to try and fight the Beyonders? Do you remember that guy?
And then they went thing that the multiverse made.
Yeah, it's like it was like the culmination of the multiverse. No, it was like a golden guy. He was huge, and then he got killed by the Beyonders.
Yeah, I think that's the Living Tribunal, no?
Yes, the Living Tribunal.
Okay. Yeah. He's in the MCU.
That's fucking crazy. Where the fuck is he?
It's in Thor Love and Thunder.
That's nice.
When they're leaving Zeus's palace and they go flying out the window on the goats, the Living Tribunal's peeking through the window and they fly past him.
Why was he there?
It's just a little Easter egg, I don't know.
That's hilarious. Well,
oh yeah, because the Watcher finds the dead Living Tribunal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to use his body for something, which is crazy. But last time we talked about this, Doom was off doing his own thing, but you didn't really know what it was. He was with Molecule Man. And
yeah, they never revealed it.
Yeah.
They kind of slow burned.
He got some really cool issues in this, but basically Doctor Strange sold his soul to these black priest guys, right?
Yeah.
And then they speak words like the rest of us, but somehow they're more powerful. And so who finds him there? Who was it? Shit. Who was going after who was gonna fight the black priests?
Oh, fucking hell.
Who is he literally talking to?
It's not It's not like Hyperion or Thor, is it? They're
No, because
elsewhere.
they were
They were the
going after.
multiversal Avengers.
Yeah, they were going after the Beyonders, and they got fucking
Oh shit.
wrecked, bro.
Okay, hold up, because I need to fucking. I'm going down the wiki now because I know the fucking thing as well. Because like Doctor Strange is like narrating what he's been up to,
Yeah.
exploring this fucking place.
Which, yeah, that was
The Ivory Kings. That's it. That's what they're called.
no. Those
No?
are the Ivory Kings are the Beyonders.
Oh, okay. My bad. I skipped ahead on the reading.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
That
it's
was
the
like a
Black
second.
Swan.
No, that was Doom.
No?
No, he's with the priests. The like dudes
Oh.
with the eyeball.
There's like a war
He's
going
like the
on though
eye
between the
because
two,
he's got
isn't
the
there?
eye
There's
of
like a
Agamotto.
the
Kind
Black
of.
Swan's not killing the Ivory Priests. Not the Ivory Kings, because they're the things. The things.
The Black Priests, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Okay, hold up.
The guys.
I'm going through the wiki. I'll read it out. Meanwhile, the Black Priests and Sunspot's multiversal Avengers continue their journey to find Rabba Malal and the Ivory Kings. After encountering a universe with access to the Library of Worlds, the Black Swans inhabited a group of Black Priests engaged the Black Swans guarding the entrance.
So, okay, it said the multiversal Avengers. No one was left, though.
No, I feel
thought
like
all the
maybe
multiverse Avengers got wiped.
that could be a different wave that we've not included.
Shit.
That could be a whole different thing.
But yeah, that
But
was when that was after they
Odinson and Hyperion left.
No, they got fucked up.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That there was only those two, and then they also got fucked up.
Yeah. Way too many Beyonders. Or actually, I don't
Because
even
after
think those
losing
were the
numbers-
Beyonders. I think those were the like artificial I don't understand how any of that works. Anyway, yeah, so Doctor Strange finds the library place where the Black Swans are, which is how we learn who the fuck the bitch was that we met all the way back at the beginning of the
I have
incursions.
context. Hold up. So, the Ivory Kings are like a portion of the Beyonders,
Okay.
and the multiversal of Avengers get defeated
Yeah.
while taking on two of the Ivory Kings, and then the last two survivors of the multiversal Avengers, Odinson and Hyperion, battle all those Beyonders that come through all at once.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Doctor Strange is with anybody. I think he's on his own, just narrating.
Somebody
Because-
went. No, I swear to God, somebody, because they had a conversation about like, what have you been up to? What are you doing here with these priests? Maybe that was before. Maybe that no, because they knew each other. Maybe it was before the multiversal Avengers fought the Beyonders, and then they both went off to do their own things, and then the Avengers
Okay.
fought the Beyonders, and Doctor Strange went to go find the library.
Because I was going to say, when, fucking spoiler jumping ahead, but when Doctor Doom claims the power of the Beyonders, it's just him, Molecule Man, and Doctor Strange stood there. There's no fourth person.
Yeah, nobody went with Doctor Strange to the library.
Okay.
I'm just...
Okay.
They were like friends. They were like, hello, old friend. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not like a big
Whatever.
deal
Yeah,
or a
nobody
part of the
cares.
story.
So what did Doom find out about Molecule Man and the multiverse? Because this is important.
And Molecule Man is a bomb that the Beyonders made in every universe so that they could self-destruct the universe whenever they wanted.
Yeah.
And
he's
Doctor
the one...
Doom has captured Molecule Man and is now killing all the other Molecule Men from all the other universes.
He's getting ahead of the Beyonders.
Yeah,
he's like using their own plan against them.
So that, I believe, is what's causing now the incursions, because now the Beyonders have to resort to other means to kill the worlds, or that it's just like what's happening to the universes because they haven't been able to cull certain worlds. I
think it's like all at once. I think just like the Beyonders are taking some out, the Builders were taking some out, like Doom's been doing them for a while.
Yeah. And he created the
So-
Black Swans to go do it for him.
Yeah.
And then some of the Black Swans found out he was Doom, I think, and decided to then go kill worlds during incursions instead of, and like planet hop, basically.
And this entire time, he's using the moniker of Rabba Malal. So you've got no
Yeah.
idea it's him until Doctor Strange is like, then I open the door and boom, what do you know? Victor's there.
Yeah.
Which
That was crazy.
I don't know how I didn't see that coming when I had because I read Secret Wars before reading Time Runs Out and then went back to read Secret Wars again.
I
And with
knew
knowing what Secret Wars is about, I'm like, how did I not see this coming? I should have known.
knowing like as soon as those black swans were like, I knew it was gonna be some kind of Wizard of Oz shit when they were like, we can't look upon Rabam Alal, but you're allowed to come back here and you may look, I knew immediately it was gonna be some bullshit, but I didn't expect it to be Doom. I don't know why. But it was a good like reveal of what he's been up to, because they teased it a lot like before the ending of that. And
I
then
love the explanation. Sorry, I love the explanation of when Doom's explaining to Steven about Molecule Man, and you've got that page where it's is it like Doom through the ages? It's like all the different ways that Doom's been drawn, and it's
yeah.
this is me across all of the multiverse, and then it shows this is what Molecule Man looks like, and it's just the same across
But
every
yeah,
single panel.
because Molecule Man said he's a constant. Everyone else is
Yeah.
slightly different in every universe because like of how the timeline is, but Molecule Man is always exactly the same.
This link,
and he also like has all of those versions of himself in his head too, so because he's connected to all the different versions of himself. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's
That's
like a
why he's
hive mind.
Yeah, that's why he's so insane, because he can literally see all of the different
Everything
multiverses at one time. Yeah, all the different possibilities, basically.
But this is where people are like, because this links to the MCU in the sense of Nexus beings and Wanda Maximoff is always going to become the Scarlet Witch in every single multiverse. It's just a matter of time and a matter of how and where. And this is their equivalent of Nexus beings, and there's a lot of speculation right now as to who's going to take up that Molecule Man position, because Molecule Man is such a massive character to the story.
Yeah. That's
is
what,
it going to be Wanda Maximoff?
I don't I wouldn't know what to expect from that. It did seem like Molecule Man was very important, and obviously we haven't had any instances of him being a part of it. But I mean, so you think that they'll pick a different character and not just introduce Molecule Man?
No, I 100% think that they're gonna have somebody else, even if it's not in a position of they're a bomb that's gonna destroy or cause an incursion. I think it's whether it's Steve Rogers or Wanda, it obviously can't be Tony, because RDJ looks like Doom and Tony.
Yeah.
And we don't know whether or not Doom's gonna be a Tony variant. But I think that there's definitely, it could be Franklin, but I think there's gonna be some sort of scenario where it's this person is the most important fucking person in existence across every existence, and they are the key to it.
Interesting.
And they're used. I can't, because you don't see what happens to Molecule Man yet, because you've not read Secret Wars. I can't say what's gonna happen, because spoiler, but when you see it, I think it's going to make a lot of sense to you how somebody like Wanda would fit into that role, and that's why I lean so hard into that. I think that's going to be the big reveal at the end of Doomsday and the creation of Secret Wars, is that Wanda is alive, and Doom is using her for something very, very specific, which is that role of Molecule Man.
That would be interesting.
It makes the most sense to me, and I'm well, that doesn't mean that they're gonna do it.
Yeah. That's true. That I could see they could do something stupid like have it be Franklin, just a baby that doesn't really have any
Yeah, yeah.
like
Anybody with like reality warping abilities is like massive for that storyline because of like what happens with Secret Wars and stuff.
I
And
also
there's been
think
rumors for like Wiccan.
I also think that
So
like the builders and Starbrand and all that stuff like that's very important to the story. And I
were
don't
they
really
all on the
know.
multiversal Avengers?
Yeah, Starbrand was, which he's incredibly powerful, so I don't understand why they wouldn't want to have him in there. I don't know. I thought it was very interesting.
I'm not sure. I definitely remember like a lot of that kind of fizzling out and it wasn't used as much.
He ends up fighting the Beyonders and yeah. So he's probably gone.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation was for like characters that were introduced during the Marvel Now and then returning after.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
how
well.
did you how did you feel about our? We got like a rehashing because obviously, Superior Iron Man happened, and Tony went crazy and was kept in a cube,
Bro.
and then he
He
finally got
deserved it.
free.
Low key.
And old man Steve wanted to fight him, and we got like a BVS style,
Bro.
like Steve Rogers in his mech outfit.
I hope that never happens in any kind of live action.
I thought
I
it was so
was
fucking ridiculous.
It was very ridiculous and it didn't really need to happen. And the whole fighting between Steve and Tony gets on my nerves.
They were reheating those nachos.
Always. They always are. And I just don't care that they don't agree. They have different priorities, you know?
I do like Old Man Steve, though.
Oh, he was such a little brat, though. I don't know.
I know,
The
but
world
like,
is ending.
I want to see that. I want to see that in live action. Like this fucking grizzled. You know, he was meant to be the perfect representation of America, and now he's some grouchy old guy. It makes
Did
sense
he,
to
like...
me.
How is he old, though? I still don't remember.
Okay. That
Or
happened
know
in
why.
his solo run when he was going up against a villain. They ended up aging him.
That's terrible.
That was what the villain did to him. Like I think he lost his powers. Like he lost his super soldier powers for a little bit. So then he started to like rapidly age.
Damn.
I think that's a thing. I can't remember.
I think
It's something
that's
like
a
that.
thing.
Yeah, it sounds about right. How did you feel? One of my favorite moments is when Black Panther fucking I can't remember if he backhands him or if he just bonks him on the head, but he bonks the fuck out of Namor. Namor flies off of like the fucking bomb thing and lands in the Ultimate Universe.
He stabs him.
Oh, does he?
And he's not.
Namor
yeah,
stabs
he
Black
fucking.
Panther, no?
No, Black Panther has this knife, and the whole issue, they're foreshadowing it because they have him talking to Shuri as the Queen of Wakanda. He gives it to her. He's like,
oh, of course.
He's like, this is the knife for a king. It belongs with my queen. And then, like, she gives it back to him and is like, put it where it belongs. And he's like, I'm putting it where it belongs in the chest of Namor, bro. That shit was crazy. And he doesn't fall into the Ultimate Universe. He falls back into the universe that was that was having an incursion with both the 616 universe and the Ultimate Universe, because it had two incursions.
There was a
so the first one, there was a three-way. So the first one was they sent the Cabal there and they were gonna blow him up, and then Black Panther and Black Bolt was with him, and Black Bolt actually was what sent him over, or like took him out, right? I don't know what he whispered, but then he was like,
it don't
basically
matter. He could have fucking
out.
leant in and just said fucking jalapeno and boom.
Jalapeno.
Like fucking Namor's dead.
But yeah, Namor was fucked. And then so he gets sent back
like
down.
Jabroni.
And Namor comes up with this weird, because they waited to blow it up, right? That was the whole
Yeah.
point. Is the Black Panther was like, I want him to see it was me that did it. That was cool.
Yeah, because the entire
But
time Namor's been taunting Black Panther, saying that you haven't
bro,
got the balls to be doing any of this.
and
And then Black
after
Panther's like, I'll fucking show you my dick and my balls, bitch. He's like,
he's
I'll
got
do it and I'll
literally
do it to you.
he's got literally nothing to lose. This was after he stood up to Captain America and said, I will not turn myself in. I don't believe I did anything wrong. Like, I love Black Panther so much in this comic book. It's crazy. And I feel so bad for him for what he's had to go through. Like, his whole nation is destroyed because of the Cabal. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Oh, Thanos.
Wakanda's
fucked those
fucking
guys up.
gone. Yeah, they did. Like, yeah, but anyway, that's how we kind of get into the Ultimate Universe, which they were showing a little bit of that, and the Cabal ends up teaming up with fucking Ultimate Reed Richards, the Maker, which is
How
not
did you
good for
feel about
anybody. It was pretty fucking cool. I wasn't expecting like them
Your
to team up.
first exposure to the Maker. And
Oh my
I've
God.
been waiting for this. I've been so excited because I fucking love the Maker so
I
much.
think it's crazy that he's government sponsored.
They've got no choice. He basically held their world hostage.
Yeah.
Like, he is the most powerful motherfucker on that planet. And, like, just everybody at this point just has to put up with him. Because it's like,
Yeah.
we can't contend with evil Reed Richards.
And now they're getting ready to kill a whole different like that's what Secret Wars is. The final battle between the last two universes, Earths.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
What? That like seemed like that
The-
was what it was leading towards.
The final incursion. Don't quote me on it, okay? I can't remember if it's just the first issue or if it's like half of the first issue.
'Cause okay, but
There is no final battle because you don't. I can't. Okay, we're going into like light spoilers, okay? But you can't really have like a Ultimate versus 616 fight when there's an incursion happening because that incursion doesn't give a shit about your fight and is going to destroy you both.
right.
And
I
literally
know that,
right
like,
at the same time, Doom is in the process of getting the power of all of the Beyonders in existence.
Is that what he's trying to do?
That's what he's trying to do.
That's crazy. I would not want Doom to have that power.
Well, you're gonna have to watch him get it for about 8 issues.
Damn. So I know that in the 616 universe, they're building this like raft, basically,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So that like they don't cease to
the
exist.
little arcs.
I don't understand how
Both-
that is gonna work, frankly.
So both Reed Richards are both doing the exact same plan, basically.
Which
They're
is
like,
just
we got to figure
flee?
out how. Well, just something that will survive the power of an incursion.
right.
So going into Secret Wars, you've got a group from the 616 and a group from the Ultimate Universe.
I think it's
very
crazy.
difficult for me to get into that.
I think it's crazy that they were having the conversation about like who to put on the raft, and Steve is
Yeah.
like, "You guys aren't getting on there," and they're like, "Well, listen, we're all smart as fuck. We should be on there." I'm like, "That's fucking of course." Of course, the
Yeah.
smartest people on planet would be like, "All right, let's get a raft for us to go and just continue humanity." Like, fucking okay.
Yeah, but
That's
it's like
probably
the
how
Fantastic
Steve was
Four,
feeling.
You can't argue with them. And like, he's old man Steve. They're like, you're
I know.
fucking 80 years old anyway. We don't want you coming with us.
The reveal of Sue being actually still on Reed's side was awesome. I can't believe they didn't see that coming.
When
But-
they're like interrogating Amadeus Cho.
No, when they are fighting each other and they introduce like they bring the new Avengers and the Shield Avengers. Well, the Shield Avengers find where the Illuminati is. And
Okay.
then
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new
yeah.
Avengers find that spot too, and they're all about to, like, they're all like fighting it out, and then Sue drops just force fields at all of them and comes out of the shield helicarrier like, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I was thinking a little bit earlier on when like she's working for Shield. It seems like I've got like
Yeah,
that mental image of her trying to like help Steve track him down,
yeah,
and like
which
Amadeus
she was
Cho's like on
doing
the run
so
and stuff,
good.
and
She was doing so good. Apparently they had like mental scans they were doing on her and shit. Like, it really seemed like she was like trying, like she was a jaded ex-wife, or, you know,
yeah.
whatever. But no, she was on his side the whole time. Which we did get a reveal before that, so I think we knew that she was on Reed's side. But like, it was still
It's
a
yeah, it's still an
cool,
epic
like,
moment.
yeah. I love when
There
Sue
was
just like,
enough. There was like enough time between the reveal and then the epic moment to like kind of forget, and then
yeah,
be like, "Oh, that's how they're
that's
gonna get out of
right.
this. Sue's here."
Yeah, that's right. They don't know that yet. Oh
I like it
man.
when comics do that. Like they make you aware of like an in-story twist, and
Yeah.
then you get to see like the reaction to it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
yeah, fucking.
And that they had a different Hulk from a different universe. Steve had that.
Did, did
That
they?
was fucking crazy. Yeah, they dropped a Bruce Banner and they were like, this is a different universe. They tried to come to
Oh
our
my
world.
god.
And
I don't remember
yeah,
that. Oh no, I do kind of vaguely remember him dropping a Hulk, but
he
I
was
just didn't
mind
process it was a
controlled.
different one.
He was a mind controlled Hulk from a different universe. They had him
That
like,
does seem like
and
something
then,
Shield Steve would do.
yeah, Shield Steve had him catch him out of the air. That was crazy. That was a crazy fight. I still
Holy
like,
shit.
they were pulling some shit out of their asses on that one, man.
So that leads you like everything comes to kind of a capsize with the final incursion.
Yeah.
The only two planets left, the 616, the Ultimate Universe. Do you now
Which,
see like the parallels between this and the MCU with like the Fantastic Four world, the X-Men world, and the 616?
yes.
And we're definitely getting like the Avengers versus the X-Men versus the Fantastic Four at some stage early in the film.
Yes. I am
And then they're
seeing
all gonna
that.
have to figure out like how the fuck do we solve this. I can't wait for that visual of like another planet hovering above the Earth because it's gonna
I
look
think
terrifying.
I think it'll happen on the Fantastic Four universe.
Oh, I hope so.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me. We'll get
Like
like
that. Wait, the fight or like that's gonna be
the
the
first
planet to go.
the first incursion.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
that does kind of make sense.
it doesn't make sense that the fight with like the X-Men that's happening in that trailer, that's an incursion. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Does it?
No, I think here's my theory. I think that Doom has sent Sentinels to try and take out the X-Men because he wants to wipe out that planet, but he can't because the heroes of that planet are there.
Right.
So I think either Doom's been attacking it for a while, and like that's why we don't have Jean Grey or Storm, or well, maybe we have Storm. We don't really know yet. But you know, like some of the X-Men aren't there. Like they've already been killed. I have a feeling that there might be a reveal later on that like, oh, those Sentinels that have been relentlessly attacking us, yeah, they were Doom bots. They were made by Doom.
Yeah.
He's been sending them for like the last 100 years because he's a dickhead and he's been
This
trying
is
to
a
kill our
dickhead.
planet.
Man.
I don't
It's
know, there's
hard.
so many things that they could do.
Yeah, it's hard to even think of what could be in the movie until it comes out. Because it's Doomsday and then Secret Wars is the next one.
Yeah, so in theory, Doomsday is going to be the time runs out equivalent.
There's just not enough time. It's literally
No,
time's running
there
out.
isn't. This is what I'm saying. They should have done like an event where they say like, look, this entire year is going to be this experience of, like, even the TV shows, like, it's all taking place during this incursion event. Like,
Yeah.
everything is just taking place at the exact same time. There's this huge thing that's going on, so that then you've got, like... I know that you sacrifice, like, a Spider-Man film, for example, but with the amount of shit that they're throwing in this Spider-Man film, they could be sacrificing it anyway. So what's it matter? But, you know, you have, like, a film at the start of the year that's, like... I don't know... You could have put Captain America here or something, or you could have had the end credit scene of Captain America be the leader talking about an incursion, like something more specific, you know?
Yeah.
And then the Fantastic Four, they get their fucking planet destroyed like everybody was assuming, and they have to leave and go to a different universe. Crash in the Thunderbolts, boom. There's just like... They had options. The thing is, they've clearly been planning it as well, because... Multiverse of Madness, like, name-dropped incursions when the Illuminati were talking to Strange and stuff. They were like, you know, we had to kill our Strange because he was, like, risking causing an incursion event. So they've clearly wanted to do it. And Secret Wars was always coming after Kang Dynasty. It's just that Kang Dynasty got, like, chopped out and replaced with Doomsday. They were trying to be a little bit, like... overzealous. I don't know if, like, maybe Kang was going to be causing the incursions, or...
I think that it would have made sense, like, if we had the Kang movie, it probably would have been better because of, like, the fact that clearly they wanted Kang to be doing something with the multiverse, which I think he was, like, the cleaning lady, right? He wanted to rule every universe. And each...
Yeah.
Like, he ran the TVA to try and make one universe. He said that he had been through incursions before, basically, right? Like, he had seen the wars of the multiverse and, like, seen how... Well,
the war of the multiverse was just a shit ton of Kangs fighting each other, he said.
Yeah. So, the Kangs were probably causing all the incursions to happen.
Yeah.
In all the universes. So, maybe that's how they'll do some kind of, like, CGI shit. To, I don't know, have Doom be taking them out instead.
Like, I always thought that if you're gonna do Secret Wars and, like, your Kang Dynasty is coming first, it makes sense to have, like, oh, the Avengers have, like, almost defeated Kang, but there's just too many Kangs, and blah, who could possibly defeat this many Kangs? And then at the end of Kang Dynasty, you get that reveal of Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this motherfucker just killed all these Kangs. And then it's like, yes, and now he's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, there's no scenario here where you do Secret Wars and Kang replaces Doom.
No.
So... I don't know why they wanted to kind of, like, have their cake and eat it, but they were trying to do both at the same time, and I don't know. I don't think the original plan would have worked. I feel like they should have, like, done Kang Dynasty and then, like, waited another 2 years and then done Secret Wars. Like, have an arc with Kang and then stop, like, with Age of Ultron or whatever.
I agree. Kang would have been a weak villain for this kind of storyline. I understand that he's a time traveler, but a multiversal traveler doesn't make a whole lot of sense coming from that.
And 1000% RDJ Victor Von Doom should have been in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Even if it's
Probably.
like 1 or 2 scenes. I'm a strong believer that he should have just been a supporting cast member. And he should have just been in
like,
the
just
film
have
as just
him
a regular
be
guy.
At the embassy while this is all going down, and there it is, you know, he's in the area. That's how you can have him.
Can you imagine how much money Fantastic Four would have made if that Victor Von Doom cameo actually had RDJ in it? Like, he sat there watching the fucking thing and that's it. And then he appears at the end.
Yeah.
It would have been mental. And this is like, we're not like taking away from the films that we actually got. Like, Fantastic Four is a good film as is, But it's just in terms of building up Time Runs Out and Secret Wars, I think when you've read Time Runs Out and you're like, holy shit, they haven't done any of this in the MCU at all.
No.
Like, not even a hint to it.
Mm-mm. A lot of the
It's just
characters are
baffling.
also, they're just in very different places than they are in this actual comic run, you know? Like, there is no Shield Avengers or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
the story's gonna be completely different regardless.
I think it's really interesting, though, that this is how we're going to get... Like, it seems like they're setting up this is how we're going to be getting the new generation of Avengers, is that, like, Doomsday happens, and obviously everybody gets buggered. Some people are probably going to go into rafts, and, like, you know, we'd get small little teams surviving or whatever. But the large majority are going to get Infinity War style buggered. But the people that are going to come to the rescue are going to be your Kate Bishops, your Wiccans, your
Right.
Speeds, your Statures.
The people who didn't get taken out in the first wave.
Exactly, pretty much, because we got those leaked concept arts from early last year of the Young Avengers being involved in Secret Wars and stuff, and it makes so much sense, especially if you do run with the theory of like Wanda's going to be behind it all and stuff. Nobody fucking denies the fact that like WandaVision, Agatha all along, and hopefully Vision Quest have been like some of the most successful projects, and like Scarlet Witch is the Taylor Swift of Marvel, as we've said. Like, you have to have her there.
That's such a good way of putting it.
So it makes sense that, like, you know, her kids would be involved, and, you know, they're all reality warpers, and they can, you know, do this, that, and the other, and Franklin's there, and...
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for you to read Secret Wars.
I really enjoyed Valeria, too.
I think you'll continue to enjoy her, even though she's not, like, a massive character, but she's still pretty prominent. Like, she's there.
Even in this, it's like she's not a, like, big character, but, like, her moments are just really good. And the fact that she's smarter than the two smartest guys in the whole, like, in the whole comic book, the two plan makers, she's, like, the person helping them is crazy.
So before we run out of time, let's quickly just mention... So, Chris Hemsworth... Is there anything else that you want to say about Secret Wars? Because I'm moving on.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Chris Hemsworth has teased that there's going to be more 4 films, and I have a quote. He said that... Okay, hold up. I'm trying to find the right one. Hemsworth also pointed out that even in comic books, there are plenty of variations and takes on the 4 characters, so the tonal swings in 4 were simply taking cues from what the source material has already explored, which I think is bollocks. I think it's just Taika Waititi got a little bit too carried away, and then now they're trying to cover for him. But he said, I was talking to Kevin Feige about it, and he said it's cool because the audience now expects dramatic turns with the character. He said, and whatever we do next, we've got some ideas to do something pretty unique again and hopefully be different. He talked about, you know, obviously the Taika Waititi films versus the Kenneth Branagh films. Very different tonally. I recently watched For the Dark World, and I really liked it.
Oh my god.
And I was shocked because it's so Zack Snyder-y.
Yeah.
It's so, like,
now that you say
dark,
that,
brooding CGI.
Now that you say that, it makes sense that you liked it. I understand.
Yeah, it was right down my alley. I mean, the plot was... It left little to be desired, but watching it for the first time ever, I was like, this is not that bad.
Okay.
I'm not going to be clawing to rewatch it, but it weren't bad.
The stuff with the Reality Stone was probably the coolest part. Like, all the effects of, like...
I just enjoyed everything with Loki.
Yeah.
I love when... Okay, I enjoyed the fact that, like, when they have... this is going on a tangent, fucking hell. When the mum dies, and Thor goes to Loki's cell, and Loki's put up, like, a fake version of himself, and Thor's like, cut the shit. And, like, the illusion breaks, and Loki's just on the floor. Everything's broken. He looks like shit. he's distraught, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, this, I now appreciate Loki, like pre-Loki TV show Loki, which I never
Really?
used to.
Wow.
I didn't understand the hype around the Loki character. And
Dang.
I'm so sad that, like, I'm watching this redemption arc slowly take place. And, like, the whole plan that they have when they confront Malekith and he pretends to betray Thor and cut off his hand. Like, I fucking fell for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that was such a good plan. And then Loki sacrifices himself to try and save Jane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, he's really changed.
This
So
was
I
like,
thought it was good.
I don't know. Cause yeah, he like dies in all of the movies that he's in.
Yeah.
Like every single one. So every time he quote unquote dies, you're just kind of like, of course he's not actually dead. Even like, I think it was crazy that they made the like Infinity War version of him like actually be dead. But it
Yeah.
made sense after we got the TVA and we learned that it was like written in that he dies there. Even though like versions of him across the multiverse have always tried to survive that point in time. Like there was like
Like,
they
classic
were literally
Loki turning into, like,
yeah,
a rock or a crate
they
or
were
whatever.
literally hunting him down to stop him from doing that. And that's the only
Yeah.
reason he didn't manage to survive. Like it was just such a Loki thing. He is one of like my
So-
favorite Marvel characters when it comes to that stuff. I don't know, it's hilarious.
I definitely want to read some Loki comics, to be fair. I'm going to get there eventually.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, basically, Chris Hemsworth is teasing that post-Secret Wars, he's not going to be done with Thor. Which I'm happy with. Like, I think he fits the character, and I'm not ready for, like, a recast, I don't think.
Yeah.
I
He's
think
got a
there's,
long
like,
way to
still
go.
quite a lot. Yeah, there's time for him to to wash the stanky taste of Love and Thunder out of everyone's mouths.
I didn't even care.
You didn't care for Love and Thunder?
No, like I didn't care that it was like not good to everybody. I was like, this is fine.
Oh, I hated it. I think it's the worst Marvel film.
Ugh. I hate.
I would rather watch The Dark World over Love and
It's
Thunder.
crazy. I really loved Jane Foster Thor. Like I don't know.
Oh, no, okay, that is like the one thing where I'm like, the only redeeming quality is the Mighty Thor.
Yeah. It
The way
was
that
fun.
she's handled is brilliant, but everything else can fuck off. The Russos. Oh, we've got like almost a fucking full podcast about Marvel. That's a shame. We're gonna ruin it with some Percy Jackson at the end.
It's fine. They can suffer.
The Russos commented on the tone of Doomsday. Not a massively important comment, but they said that Victor Von Doom demands a certain tone. They said that, like, compared to their other films, they're having to approach this one differently, and they're not able to, like... I think it was along the lines of, like, we can't fuck about too much with this because there's a certain way to do Doom.
Okay.
And that makes me happy, because I'm like, okay,
Unless
maybe they do know the character.
unless their way to do Doom is fucking awful, you know?
Yeah, well...
I don't understand why Doom is more important than like Thanos or any of the other. Like I feel like Thanos is a pretty set in his way character. Like there's not much you can do with him.
I agree, but I think it's like, with Thanos, he only really has like 2 or 3 big event stories, whereas Doctor Doom has like hundreds and has been around for a lot longer and is much more of like a legacy definitive character. So maybe they're just like, look, everything's fine here. Nobody needs to worry about anything. You know, all of that set drama, the fights and stuff that was happening, people breaking onto the sets and all these leaks and stuff, everything's fine. We're here. Everything's cool. Don't you guys worry. And the film will be out.
Definitely it will be out.
It will certainly be a thing.
Well,
God.
I'm ready.
I don't know if I am.
I'm ready for it to be over.
Shall we talk about Percy Jackson real quick?
Yeah. How are you feeling about your second book?
Yeah, I've almost finished it. I've got like 2 chapters left. I'm at the point in the second book where Percy has just been picked up by Luke after giving the Golden Fleece to Clarice. I wasn't expecting that to rhyme. And Luke was like, "Oh, I can't believe you gave her the fleece. Like, oh, that was fucking stupid of you, and now you've wasted my time, and I've got to go and intercept her." But Percy's like, "No, wait, I want to show everybody that you're a dickhead." And I had to stop reading it because I was like getting frustrated at work. I was like, I need to pause because I'm not paying attention to this properly, because like I zoned out and then suddenly I zoned back in and I'm like, holy shit, there's like an army of centaurs that have suddenly just popped up. And I don't even know like where we are. I don't know if we're still on the ship. I don't know if we're on a beach. I'm so confused. So I thought we were on a ship, but I think we're on the Miami beach. And a bunch of centaurs are there with Chiron.
Nice.
And something's happening. So that's where I'm at. But I don't know. I wanted to like just mention about, because I see a lot of Percy Jackson stuff now on my socials, and a lot of like comments from the book readers and things about it being adapted and the casting. A lot of like blatant racism.
Yeah.
About like, I saw a fucking TikTok where it's like the book characters versus the casting and my opinion on them and how I saw them and blah blah blah.
Jesus
and she's
Christ.
literally, the person that did it was like the actress for Annabeth, like, oh, not at all what I imagined her like this is not right and this is not right and this is not right. And she literally mentioned like all of her features apart from her skin color.
Oh my god.
She's like, oh, this isn't how I pictured her nose or her hair or her mouth. And I'm like, just say you're a fucking racist. Holy shit.
You know
just
what's
say
funny?
it at that point.
We know that's not how you pictured the character because that's not how she was described, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly.
Because it's no longer in book format.
It's wild. They do the same thing with fucking... More so, like, whenever it comes to... Okay, they don't... Grover gets a pass. For some reason, like, everyone just fucking loves Grover, which, fair enough. Like, I understand why, but, like, you know, the actor doesn't get any shit for portraying the character. And generally, people love...
You're not going to want to hear this, but it's because he's a man. Or a boy.
Well...
Or a guy. Whatever.
I'm pretty certain Arian is a man.
They're young. I don't know.
It's solid man. I think he's like the same age as you.
A guy. Is he really? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm pretty certain he is.
I am pretty young. Sometimes I think I'm older than I am.
Oh, no, you're 3 years older than him.
Okay.
Sorry, I've just leaked your age.
I don't give a fuck.
I've doxed your age. But no, and then, like, people really do take issue with the fact that Walker has blonde hair.
Yeah.
That's, like, such a continuous thing. And I'm like, yeah, but his fucking hair, like, out of these 2 books, his hair's been mentioned once.
Right.
One fucking time in 2 books.
Listen.
Does it matter?
It doesn't really matter. But of all of the people, like, I didn't care about anything else. But is it really that hard to dye your hair? Is it gonna really ruin your life? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but like...
Maybe it would.
He's like 16.
I know. And it's fine. I don't care. I still think he's the best person to play the character. I understand why he was cast. Like, he's pretty, like, his comedic timing is pretty stellar. But, I don't know. I just think it's weak.
As far as acting, I think they're all brilliant.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And I think we talked about it. Like, I think Annabeth gets definitely probably more comfortable in her role. like Leah, she gets better in season 2, but I think that is literally just her being more comfortable because she had never, like, I'm pretty sure she said she'd never done it before in an interview. Like, this was her first real, like, acting job like that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, like,
Well,
she embodies Annabeth
I also
to me.
think that Annabeth gets a little bit more to do in the second book.
Yeah, definitely.
She's got like a couple more moments that are a little bit more. I don't know. I think. Okay, this is. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I'm gonna say something that might be a hot take. I do not think that this man is necessarily a good writer.
Oh man.
Yeah, I fucking said it.
That's
and I'll
crazy.
say it again. And I'll get receipts as well. In the first book, motherfucking book,
oh my god,
we go to multiple places for the sake of going to places, even though we got a deadline to hit. The fate of the fucking world is at stake here, and we just go into places for the sake of going to places.
Kids.
Yeah, but in the show, they come up with a smart reason as to why they're going there.
Yeah, but they're kids. Are they really smart? I feel like it's more unrealistic in the show that they come up with these reasons.
No. They're like, oh, Percy's been stabbed by a poisonous thing. So Annabeth's like, well, we'll take him to this fucking temple where he'll be safe. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But I just don't
It's
think...
better than,
okay,
there's
listen.
this big bridge.
We need to
so
watch the movies really
and
bad.
Die.
Because...
no, we don't.
That wasn't a thing in the books. Because...
what?
Like, the fact that that place was, like, protection. You know?
I know.
So
they went to
I
it
think...
just to go to it.
Yeah. But, like, if you're going across country, you're not going to stop at a few places? For real?
Also,
you're telling me you wouldn't be like, oh, I'm here. Why wouldn't I go look at this thing while we're here? We got nothing else to do.
Not if, like, the fate of the world is
they had time at that
stake.
point. It was the Lotus Casino, and they already, like, the Lotus Casino was magic. That's why they were...
Yeah, speaking of that motherfucker,
that's why
talk
they were,
about detours.
That's why they wanted to go there. And I think it's stupid that Hermes was at the Lotus Casino in the show. I think that was so dumb.
Oh, no, I agree with that.
Because why would you be there?
No, I agree.
The fate of the world's at stake.
There.
Why would you be there?
He's just chilling, and then he doesn't actually provide any kind of useful information other than background as to why Luke doesn't like him.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't even give them access to his car. She steals the keys.
Yeah.
So he didn't need to be there. We could have spent the time that we spent there just traveling to where we needed to go.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's the show.
That's the show.
I also don't like Lin-Manuel Miranda as Hermes, but...
yeah.
I liked it initially, but...
I still wish the gods looked cooler. I don't know. That's, like, my main thing. I wish that they used some effects on them. I think that the gods should look, like, slightly godlike.
No,
mostly human, but slightly godlike. It makes sense that the demigods would see them with that kind of extra something.
So here's a thing that irked me really, really... oh, wait, no, I'm not done bashing the writer. No, but, like, this is kind of going to play into what I'm about to say anyway. But, for example, in the second book, Percy creates a fucking bubble submarine to save him and Annabeth, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. You know, I'm like, it'll be over soon. I don't care for little moments like that. It's like cool, quirky, whatever. I don't care. I like the cool fucking... I liked him getting turned into a guinea pig. I like the cool,
sick stuff.
Yeah.
You think that was super cool?
No, not that.
The guinea pig thing?
Not really. I thought it was a nice moment for Annabeth because she, like, confronted... who is it? Is it Cersei?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. You know, she had, like, the knife to the throat and whatever. So I thought that was, like, a cool moment for her, but overall it weren't, like, I like the fucking...
it was hilarious.
Like, okay. I've got so many thoughts in my head, and I don't know how to like get them out of my mouth. So, the submarine, right? The bubble submarine, as an example. There is no. Maybe the film did it, but there's no way in Earth that you can adapt that and it's gonna look good.
No.
Did the show do it? Because I haven't got there yet.
No.
Okay, well, there's a fucking reason why, because some things just aren't adaptable.
Yeah. It's
So,
less it's less explained, right? It's more just like clearly somehow his powers helped him in that moment.
he did it. Yeah, he did it in season 1 when they're in the love tunnel and they jump off the thing and they're like struggling to swim, and he just whooshes them out. I'm like, you know what? I knew what was going on there. I understand why they didn't show us. I didn't really need to see it. It's fine. So, when it comes to shit like that, I thought they were going to do it with Krusty in the mattress shop. I'm like, that's one of those moments. We don't need to be adapting that, but, you know, choices were made.
No,
Choices were
that
made,
was
and if I hadn't
so
read
important.
the books, I wouldn't have understood what was going on. But there's like multiple things that pop up, and I see people complaining that like, oh, they're not including this or they're not including that. I saw one post that was completely lying, and I'm so angry about it because the show did it so much better, and the post is taking down the show. I'm like yelling right now. I'm ready to stand up, right? This fucking... So we're talking season 2, episode 4, I believe, where they're trying to get through the sea of monsters, right?
Right.
And Tyson's in the engine room, Clarice is on the gun.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the best fucking thing I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking go, Clarice, like she's fucking
Yeah, get
fucking
that
up this big Godzilla-looking motherfucker in the water. I like my Godzilla kaiju thing, so I'm like, yes, let's go. The CGI was good.
Yeah. That's when she was shooting at Charybdis.
Yes, him, that thing.
Yeah.
And the other one was like big tentacles from the mountain.
Yeah.
Her, Cilla Black. So, Annabeth, I don't know what happened to her during that, right? But she was like, there wasn't really a lot that she could be doing. I think she was just gripping onto.
She was gonna do the thing that Hermes gave them, the air in a bottle.
Wind.
Yeah, the wind.
Yeah, but then it got dropped and then whatever, right? So the entire time, Percy is like going to the front of the deck, and I don't know what he's fucking doing, but it looks sick, right? This is before I'd read the book.
Yeah.
Hold up. So I was like, oh, he's doing something here, or he's getting ready to do something, and he looks fucking badass. Like, some of the shots, I'm like, this is sick. This is peak. I'm gonna be fucking recommending this show to everybody. I'm like, this is the episode where I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Right? Well, the chariot race was the episode where I was in, but this was helping.
The chariot race.
So they're
cool.
doing this big fucking set piece. You know, she's fucking... Godzilla's going. My favourite fucking thing is Clarice on that gun, because she jumps into that motherfucking gun and she's just straight away like, I'm gonna fucking kill that monster. I love show Clarice compared to book Clarice so fucking much.
She gets a lot more like attention in the show. I love it.
I think they did a way better job with her.
Yeah.
So he's doing something at the front of the ship. I'm like, right, some fucking sick shit's about to go down. And then, because I hadn't read the book, I didn't know what sick shit was happening.
Let's talk about Clarice real quick. You know that some people are mad that she's too pretty?
Yeah, I can imagine that they are.
They're really mad about it.
Because she's really,
like,
really pretty.
It's so important to her character that she's an ugly person. I'm like, okay, why are you being rude right now?
That was... Okay, well, one, that was Percy's view on her, because she was being a dick to him. Which
everyone who's mean to him, he's like, you're a disgususing person, you look terrible. Exactly. And then everyone he likes, he's like, you're beautiful, you're wonderful.
Exactly. People need to get a life. Anyway, so the ship starts going up. I've got no idea what's going on at this point. I'm like
Yeah.
fucking overwhelmed. I'm like,
It was
the
a lot.
the wind urn has popped. Oh, the wind urn has popped. The flask is gone. The ship's getting torn apart, and like they're floating up, going through the fucking vortex thing. At this point, I've got no fucking idea like what's happening, right? And then Percy's like fucking. It zooms in on his eyes. His eyes look like fucking ender pearls from Minecraft, and boom, he's gone, right?
Yeah.
So then, this is all going to be relevant in a second because this post is talking about this specific episode that I saw, and it compared what happened in the show to what happened in the book, and on the post it's like, oh, in the episode Percy just stands there and sort of waves his arms and doesn't do anything, whereas in the book he takes on this monster and he controls the waves and he's controlling the ship and he's got all these powers. I'm like, in the book he stood there. He also didn't do anything.
Yeah. There was not really a lot to be doing.
He kept the boat steady. That's it. Clarice was still fucking and the fucking Tyson was dying.
Yeah.
Like, they were the exact... That was the best way that you could adapt it. And it was so cool visually when the fucking ship's going up and it's coming apart in pieces. I'm like, this is amazing CGI. This is where the budget went. Like, this is phenomenal to watch.
That is where the budget went. That's for sure.
I'm like, mind blown. The chariot race was like...
It was worth some of those Tyson eyes, huh? It was worth it.
The Tyson eyes, I'm fine with now. I'm like,
or eye, sorry,
the
Tyson eye. I'm being ableist.
It was jarring initially, but now I'm used to it. I'm like, you get the pass now. Whatever. Yeah. I don't mind. But it just... I feel like every single time I see, like, a Percy Jackson book post comparing it to the show, it's like, oh, it's 1,000 times better in the book. And then I read that part in the book and it's not. It's the exact fucking same.
Yeah.
And I've seen people saying that they want... did you see the One Piece trailer?
No.
It's like... It's got these huge CGI landscapes and the boat and stuff and these fantastical characters. It looks really great. But they're saying like, oh, well, this is what Percy Jackson should have been like. No, it fucking shouldn't.
No, bro.
They go on a cruise ship.
Yeah,
like,
no.
what fantastical lands are we going to? It's all based on Earth in, like, cities and... places that you can imagine, because the whole point is that you're putting yourself in the adventure and you can believe it.
Yeah.
If it's some big fantastical Lord of the Rings adventure, then it's not like the source material.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people, because when you get to Heroes of Olympus,
God, I'm tired now.
It's a little bit more fantastical because they go to like Europe, basically.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So it gets a little bit more fantastical, and also you have like different. It's not just Percy's recollection of events. When he describes his own battles and stuff, he's really bad at it. But when you see like when other people watch him fight, it's a little bit crazier. So I feel like people have this like these rose-colored glasses that the Percy Jackson books are exactly like the Heroes of Olympus books when they're just not. It's just totally different.
It's making it really difficult for me to like. I can't see. It's okay on like Instagram and stuff because you don't really get like fandoms on Instagram anymore. Like the hashtags being gone has kind of like destroyed. You know, like Instagram's mostly just for like shit posting at this point.
Yeah.
But like, whenever you go on TikTok, whenever you go on fucking Twitter, like, it's like there's always an issue that somebody's got. Like, this actor don't look like this, or they didn't adapt this properly, or they've not done that. And I'm like, so far, like, the 4 episodes that I've seen for season 2, really, really good. Yeah. Really great adaptation. The chariot race is my favourite thing out of the entire show. The Mariah Carey being the song and him stood there with the boombox. I'm like, brilliant. Fantastic. Peak. They cooked. Whatever.
They cooked.
I still think that the writing's kind of weak, though.
Yeah.
Like, if I have to, like, pick something that I don't like, it's the writing is still a little bit weak. And again, I don't think that... I think the world that he's created is really, really good. And I think the characters and their personalities carry it a lot.
Yeah.
But I think the actual, like, plots of the stories, I'm like... Well, because when I'm going through the second book and I'm like, oh, I've got 3 hours left. Like, when I had 3 hours left in the other one, I don't think we'd even gotten to the underworld yet. And I've got 3 hours left, and I'm like, all we've really done is sailed on a boat. And, like, that's it. And then,
that is
like,
a lot of what happens in the second book. It's just
all
boat
of the
time.
Polyphemus stuff got done within, like, a chapter or two. And then, like, now... I know that there's going to be some sort of, like, big thing that happens at the end of the book, but I'm like, God, I've got, like, an hour left.
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to fit all this in? But then it was kind of the same with the first book at that point. Like, I had, like, one chapter left that was 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh, we've not even had the Luke turn yet.
He doesn't do a lot in that last chapter. I think he expects, like, the first couple chapters of the next book to really kind of give you what's going on after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever he ends the book, it's like it's over. There's barely any exposition at the end.
So yeah, there's my rant. I think that the Percy Jackson show is really good, and they're doing a good job. And parts of it, I do prefer over the books. Parts of it. But, like, overall, I'm like, they just kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah. That's
like,
how
I
I
kind of
feel.
just like them both.
That's how I feel. There are some things where, like, I'll read the book and I'll be like, this would have been cool to see, like, word for word. But when I watch the TV show, I, like, understand the decisions that they're making. And, like, it does all come together pretty well. I don't think it's worse than the book at all. It's just that they do have less time. They can't do everything, and they can't do it exactly like it does it in the book because it's just they're not getting 20 chapters to do it. You know?
Okay, so this is the other thing that I kind of wanted to bring up, but, like, the budget and the formatting of the show.
Yeah.
I feel like it does work as a weekly show, but obviously they're only, like, half an hour episodes at, like, 40 minutes at a push. And I feel like not even necessarily, like, it doesn't have to have longer episodes, but you could definitely flesh out some of the episodes with just some character conversations.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even have to be anything important. Like, the scene that got me in episode 4 was, like, when he goes to talk to Clarice about something. I think it's the prophecy. And she's talking to him, and then at the end, she's like, this doesn't make us friends, and then, like, leaves. And then he's like, thank God that's over, and then he can eat his sandwich.
Yeah.
Like, just little shit like that gives you a little bit more... I think it's still missing a lot of the personality that the books have. And they could get that across with just some simple back and forth character interactions. It wouldn't... I don't know, it wouldn't take too much. Like, when he assumes that Tyson has died in the book, he doesn't really care that much.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and Tyson died, and it's like just a thing.
This is what I meant when I said that he's kind of an asshole to Tyson the whole time.
But in the show, like, we've just had the point where Tyson makes that bomb. And I'm like, oh, Tyson's fucking important now. Like, we're keeping Tyson around. Like, we can't... And I feel like, show Percy likes Tyson more than book Percy.
I agree.
So... I don't know. There's just... I wish that we could have, like, I like the little one-on-ones whenever they get to interact. Because I'm like, oh yeah, these guys are fucking brothers. Like, they're actually related. And it would be nice to just see them sit down and have a little conversation about that. Or just talk about, like, something else. Like, have Tyson ask a question and it prompts just, like, a little back and forth. And it could do with a filler episode.
It could do with a filler.
Like, Annabeth's origins could be its own episode. I thought, like, it being crammed into being, like,
That's
3 or 4
next book,
scenes.
so
Okay, well,
let's
my
calm
point...
down.
As somebody that's only watched the second season, my point is still standing. I was just like, origins on all of it. Like,
Yeah.
just flesh out these characters so it adds a little bit more weight.
I think it's crazy
Like,
we haven't seen, like, the council that gave Grover his searcher's license. I felt like that could have been something to see,
yeah, they were like
you
one
know?
scene in season 1 and that's it. We've never seen them again.
Yeah, I don't know.
There wasn't really an explanation as to like what exactly they were. And I was like, oh, I guess we just are going to get told in a later season.
Yeah.
He mentions that it's like the Cloven Council or whatever, but it's just never expanded upon. It's like, okay, well, what are they?
Yeah. We need
I want to
more
see
of
the origins of camp.
Oh,
How was it made?
how was
I
it
want
made?
that.
Yeah, I don't
How
know.
was it made? Who created it?
The gods.
Show me it.
Mm.
Don't tell me that Hermes, fucking, I don't know, drove Luke's mum insane or whatever. Show me.
Luke flashback.
Exactly. Give me it all. Make me feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I hope that we do keep getting more, cause like I feel like you do need the all 5 books at least to get like everything with the characters, cause yeah, some books like certain characters get more, like they get more to do once those books come, because the first couple it's like all about Percy, man. It really is. And I like Percy, but he's definitely not like the best character in the books. He's just the main
I think
character.
that, like, one, you could be... they did a good job with advertising it as well. I like they put some effort into like advertising this show.
Mm-hmm.
But like, where is your Camp Half-Blood that you can go visit? Why is that?
Oh my god.
Like, why is that not an attraction at Disney World where you can go there and learn, like, you could do archery
I don't
with
know if
like
they still
Camp
do it,
Half-Blood
but
instructors?
they used to have one you could actually go like do a summer camp at. And I
It's
wanted
just
to go
like,
so bad when I was a kid. Like I felt neglected that I didn't get to go to the Camp Half Blood summer camp. But it was like really far away from me.
I think it's good, like, the amount that, like, they advertised it so fucking much. They did so many interviews. Fucking Walker Scoble went on Jimmy Fallon or whatever, like one of the Jimmys, Jimmy Kimmel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had the billboards with the water coming down. Like, they had some cool shit. But nobody here in the UK knows what it is.
Yeah. I
Everyone's just
definitely
like, I load up my fucking Disney Plus and they advertise this show and like I don't know what it is. And it's like they could be doing a little bit better to get people accustomed to it.
Yeah, if they do it right, I think it could just definitely be like a classic Disney live action show. But I do think that's definitely like something that's gonna happen just because it's a American based kind of book and show. Like there was always that kind of like not a lot of people I would talk to liked it unless they were like American, which is crazy.
I think it's also, I know that, there's still a huge audience for it. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like everybody that read Percy Jackson has just upped and left the planet.
Right.
But the show does need to now, since it's coming out 2 decades after it came out in book form, it does now need to appeal to a new generation of people.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I think with, like, I tried fucking watching it that first time. I didn't understand anything that's going on. And then I read the book and now I know what's happening.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to.
No. That's true.
And I just think that if the show did a better job of easing you into it, sometimes it feels like I'm watching Once Upon a Time. Like when Once Upon a Time's in its peak, And I'm like, oh, they're running through the woods and there's these giants chasing them and blah, blah, blah. It kind of looks like fucking, early 2000s Narnia or Once Upon a Time or whatever. And it's like, this is cool. But then sometimes they're talking about all these gods and like, oh, this is what Hercules did to Cerberus. And I'm like, yeah, but you need to, like, not everybody is just going to be like, oh, they name dropped Hercules and everyone's an expert on the story of Hercules.
I mean, yeah, but the show does a lot more telling, probably for that reason, because it is geared towards a younger audience. And as much as that, like, just because it's a younger audience doesn't mean we should treat them like they're stupid, it still, like, these writers sometimes have to do that.
Oh, like, you think that, like, they don't they don't go into detail as much as they should because they're expecting...
They're trying to simplify it, I think.
Yeah, lower comprehension.
Yeah.
Oh, that does make sense, I guess.
And I feel like a lot of the people who did read the books and really enjoyed them when they were younger don't understand that, like, now they're an adult and it's no longer geared towards them, unfortunately. Like, we're not getting an adult Percy Jackson show. Like, it's for kids still.
Yeah.
Even though the kids haven't read really the books. I mean, some kids still are. Like, it's definitely... You could probably find it in a library for kids, so...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
People are picking it up, but it's not like it was when you read it when we were kids, so...
Yeah.
It's gotta change.
So there we go. There we go. I've got nothing else to say. I don't know.
And I also do think that maybe that's why you don't think the writing is very good. Is because it is, like...
More than likely.
Very younger kids. Also kids who struggled with reading in general,
Yeah. I think because the biggest comparison that I can say is like something like Once Upon a Time, where it's like this real world scenario with these fantastical elements thrown in. And I think because there's so much mythology and lore, I'm like, as somebody that doesn't know a heap about that mythology and lore, I'm like, I want to know all of that as like a background story to this. Pitch
real quick. They could do, like, I have a book and it's Percy Jackson's version of, like, Greek heroes. Yes. And they also have one for the whatever other creatures they have, and like he basically tells the story from his point of view, but you could do something like that and have it be this universe's, like, Greek myths. And it could be like maybe like that's what I was gonna say. It could be like a little animated TV show where you just go over a myth each episode, and that kind of would flesh out the universe. The and like, you could bring back CC's spa. Like, what are they doing now? Or like, all the different places that they go to could have like an episode, and that could coincide with each season of Percy Jackson.
See, cool. That would be cool. I think that's ultimately what I want, is that, like, I want them to MCUify it. I'm like, look, there's clearly a lot of shit here, and he's still releasing shit.
Yeah.
And it seems like they want to do the full 5 seasons, regardless of how it's received. It seems like, we want to have this big 5-season show that... it's got good reviews, it's got good acting, it's got cool action and blah, 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 and it's got these arcs and whatever, and we don't care who's going to watch it because we just need original content on the fucking streaming service. So it's like, well, why don't you do the rest as well, then?
Yeah. Which places...
Have a whole section.
It is pretty popular. So, like, the books are popular still, and, like the new ones he's coming out with, and I do think that the show is like pretty popular, even in places like South America places. It's been getting some hype. So I mean, I have hope that it'll at least last for the 5 books, but I even want it to keep going. There's just so much story that you could do within this universe, and there's so many really awesome characters that you can explore. I don't know.
So I know that when it comes to, like, the Nielsen charts, which are what they log streaming service performance on, like watch time and stuff, Percy Jackson did make the top 10.
Oh.
But it still was significantly lower than the first season, and it continued to drop, which is not nothing like, significant about, all TV shows drop with like continuing episodes and then people binge it at the end.
Right.
Or, it's nothing new, that it's not a specific thing for that show. But, I mean, it being on the top 10 is good. Penguin never got in the top 10.
Yeah, yeah.
So, just
pretty
as
good.
a comparison.
That makes me more hopeful. I want Percy Jackson forever.
I think it's just going to be balancing the budget with the show that they're making.
Yeah.
And whether or not it's going to be worth, are we going to spend 100 million making this show and splitting it up into 10 episodes? Or are we just going to, leave it on a cliffhanger and resolve it in a film 3 years down the line or something?
5 seasons in a movie.
5 seasons and a movie?
Yeah.
What's the movie for?
I don't know, just for fun.
Can I have a prediction
What?
real quick to end this podcast.
What is it?
I want you to I'm gonna make a claim that I think something's gonna happen, right? And I want you to don't say a word, but make a noise. Right?
Okay.
Because I don't want you to say yes or no. I want to see if I'm on the right track.
Okay.
Does Kronos go into Luke's body?